kids you've ever seen in a wedding. And we have Emery Rogers. And his grandma. And her hands. And there's a boy there. We actually have a history. This is Andy's job, but I'll take care of it. All this teamwork is really kicking in.
Oh, and
here you are.
And look. What do you say?
You're very welcome.
Look at
Thanks.
10 minutes?
It'll go 15.
Tighten it up.
Introduce my maid of honor, my matron of honor, Jackie Seekman as my matron of honor, and my maid of honor, Tara Perwitz. Both of these ladies I've been friends with since high school, if not before, and both of them I truly consider a part of my family. Jackie and I, we ran cross country together, that's how we met. We went to college together. I was honored and proud to stand next to you at your wedding. And I feel that, and now I'm honored that you're going to stand next to me at mine. But standing by my side is really nothing new for Jackie. She's been doing that for 15 years that we've been friends. And it really doesn't feel like I'm old enough to become a friend for 13 years, right? Tara's a friend that I really long distance. Because she went to University of Kentucky after high school, and I went to Ohio University. And I was at Kent, she was in Columbus, and now I'm in Columbus, and she's in Alabama. So. She's a friend that I know is one phone call away. I can come to her with tears in my eyes or a smile on my face, and she always knows exactly what to say. I also have my two new sisters. I have my brother's wife, Angela, and Cody's brother's wife, Nancy. Both these ladies are the reason why we will have beautiful favors on the tables tomorrow. They were both a part of that assembly line to get that all put together. And they've both been a reason why I've been grounded in all of this wedding planning. Really, they're both the type of people that just want to help and want to do anything they can to make me feel better about this whole wedding planning. So I really appreciate that. Rachel and I have been friends since 6th grade. And in fact, when Rachel first moved to Pickerington, she had her very first sleepover at my house. And something must have stuck because we went to football games together, we did senior trip together. We lived together for 2 years in college, and now she's standing up there next to me at the altar 13 years later, again, like Jackie. So I really feel honored that we've been friends for that long, coming all the way from North Carolina to be here tonight and tomorrow. So I think that's awesome. Danielle and I went to Ohio University together as well. We met at Ohio University. She was Rachel's random roommate. She lived with me for 2 years as well. She's the roommate that would get up early in the morning and go to step class. Even though neither one of us had any business being in step class, not the coordination skills. She also would stay in and watch movies with me on the weekends, and as we moved into our adult lives, she's really been my sounding board as went through grad school and now. And not to mention, she's an amazing mother, and I can't wait to pick your brain when I start to have children too. She blazed the path for me. When I went to grad school, I was really sad to leave behind a lot of my high school friends and my college friends, but I quickly met Caitlin and Kristen, and I felt at home again being at grad school. Kristen and I met Kristen my first day of grad school, my first grad class. It's very intimidating, your first day of graduate school class, and Kristen and I were the only two making jokes and laughing while everybody else was taking notes diligently. So I knew it was a friendship that would last right away, and all that support and laughter really got us through grad school, but we also developed a really close friendship in that same time. So I really appreciate that as we get through grad school. And Caitlin and I met through friends that we worked with. Actually, Caitlin's the reason why Tony had to pick up watching the series Grey's Anatomy every Thursday night now. So it's been a little bit of a transition for her. Caitlin and I watched it every Thursday night together at grad school. I also had to cut down on my consumption of Chipotle a little bit. I can convince her to go any time of day, any day, twice a day. Tony hasn't really jumped on with that, so I did have to cut down a little bit there. But I'm proud of having you standing up there with me. Cassie, this is Tony's god sister, but I actually knew Cassie before I even knew Tony, because I worked at a community pool, and Cassie actually took some lessons with me. So I'm very honored to have you stand there next to me, and I can't wait for tomorrow. And then last but not least, and I wrote something down for this because, you know, for my mom and my dad, I want to thank you for your support, not only through the wedding planning, but also through everything that I do. For those of you who have not met my mom, she's a sounding board for my dreams, the one I leaned on during grad school, and the one who's always there to pick me up when I'm down. She has also put painstaking hours into this wedding planning, all because she wants me to be happy. And as for you, Dad, if you know my father, you know, then there's no denying it. I am my father's daughter. He's given me many things, and you can't tell now because of the gray and white hair, but he gave me my blonde hair. He gave me my sense of humor.
Not right.
And I hate to admit it, but he also gave me my Microsoft Excel skills. And I hate to admit that.
Yeah, baby.
But I truly hope that even I have even half of the amount of compassion, patience, and love that he's shown me over the years. And even though tomorrow he's giving me away to a man that I love, I'll always be my dad's little girl.
Another thing?
That's it. Thank you. So now you know what it's supposed to look like when somebody reads a speech. Now I'm going to show you what it's not supposed to look like. So I'm not as good at this as Andy is. I'm going to start off with Dan. Where's Dan? Dan is not only my best man in this wedding, he's also my brother. Dan is someone who's always been there for me. He's always had my back on everything. I don't know if you remember this, but when I was 10 or 11 years old. You were playing on a soccer team, and you guys were in my competition tournament. You guys needed an extra player for that weekend. And I was sitting on the sideline next to Mom and Dad. I had my game that morning, and you guys came over and you asked me to play, and I said, no problem. Any other big brother would be kind of, you know, like, I don't want that, or I don't want him around, or whatever. You had my back. You were completely supportive. You were happy I was there. You were happy I played. And you just made me feel like I belonged. You always made me. I looked for a story. I was like, has there ever been a time that Dan made me feel like I don't belong? And I couldn't think of one. The only time I could think of was when we got in that fight and I busted her lip. Even that part out. That was good. I'm so happy to have you there. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my best friend. I appreciate that. Sasha and Kiko, where are they at? Sasha and Kiko are my two cousins back here. Up until I was 12 years old, the only relationship I had with these two, my first cousins, was phone calls overseas on Christmas. That's not the extent of our relationship, honestly. When I was 12 years old, my family, we all went to Macedonia. I finally got to meet these two great guys. We started a great friendship. A few years later, Sasha and Kiko are actually, they moved to the United States. They moved here. They stayed with us for a couple months. And while I lost my bedroom for a few months, I'll give you guys that. I did gain two great friends. You guys are two of the most compassionate and hardworking people that I've ever known, I've ever met. And I thank you for all that you guys do, for being here tonight and taking time out of your busy schedules and taking time off work and all that to be here. I thank you guys. I love you both. Thank you. Danny and Chris. My two other cousins, right here. Danny and Chris, they grew up around the block from me. Danny and Chris are more like brothers because for my entire lifetime, it was always Danny, Chris, and Tony and Daniel. Every summer break, we were all always together. We did pretty much anything over the summer that would really grill this grandma of ours we call Papa. Whether it was building tree houses 30 feet up in the trees or jumping off the roof of the house onto the trampoline acting like we're in the WWF, we did everything. Danny and Chris, I know you guys have the LSAT tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys coming here tonight and celebrating, and I know that after tomorrow when you're done with your tests and Andy and I are married, we have plenty to celebrate, so you guys just ain't tough. You got a few more hours so you're free to go. Tomcze. I don't know where to start with you. Oh my God. When we were kids, remember how bad you used to terrorize me? Every toy that I got, you'd come over when your parents brought it, you'd steal it, man. You're always bigger than me. I didn't understand why. You're only born like 36 days before me, but you're huge. You better believe that. Sorry. You better believe that every birthday present Tomcze got in October, I wanted it in December. And it worked out that way, the Tomcze card. That's point. That goes all over. grew up, that competition between us faded, and we focused our efforts more on taking on things like Genji instead of going against each other. I'm proud to have you here with me now. Thank you for being here, and tomorrow night we're going to celebrate with one more great meal. Thank you. Then there's Aaron, the guy here videotaping this thing. When I find out Annie had a big brother, I mean, just alone finding out Annie's got a big brother is pretty intimidating. And then you see a picture of this guy, and you're like, he's huge. He's way bigger than me. He could beat me at any time. Then I met him, and I found out that Aaron is the most laid-back, chill guy you could ever meet. He loves the Reds, he loves the Bengals, and he loves drinking beer. And those are three things that I am completely on this level with. And Aaron, thank you very much for being here tonight and being here for us tomorrow.
Wow.
I really appreciate it. Who's next? Evan and Ben. Evan and Ben here are two of my best friends since forever. God, since Fairfield Elementary. Evan, from Fairfield all the way up to Ohio State University. We've always been pretty close. We always had sports interests. We had chasing girls interests. We had all that. Yeah.
Wait, there was women before my sister?
Evan's the guy who let me crash on the floor of his dorm room all freshman year. And still to this day, he's always inviting me and us out. He's like, oh, come to the lake, or, come up to my place, let's go out, let's have a good time. He's always a good time guy. Evan and I are always, we can make a good time out of anything. We can make a good time out of riding your bike, anything. Doing crochet. Crochet is something that's good. I want to thank you for being there. 15 years of friendship, you're still here for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Ben's kind of the reason we're all here. See, in the summer of 2006, Ben worked at a swim club, the same swim club that Annie met Pasadena. Ben worked there, and so did Annie. I did everything in my power. I would skip work. The store we just opened like a month ago. I'm like skipping work. I'm going over to hang out with Ben. Anything to do to get my face in front of Annie. That's all I wanted to do. All I wanted to do was get that first date, and I knew I could go from there. And Ben came through. I got that first date, and I'm not surprised because Ben always comes through. Ben's always been there for me. He's always supported my decisions and respected my goals. He's whenever I need an honest opinion, whether I'm right or wrong, he sets me straight. He tells it like it is. I just want to say I thank you for being here. You're one of my best friends, both of you guys. Thank you very much. Mom and Dad, you two have been the biggest support in my life in everything that I do. Whether it's anything, it's all over the place. And I want to read those parts. Mom, you taught me many things in my life. Most notably, the ability to persevere when things get tough, the ability to respect others when you disagree, and the ability to love unconditionally. I think those are some of the cornerstones to a great marriage, and I'm glad that you were able to show me that way. Dad? Many of you know me and my dad. Sometimes we butt heads. Alright, we butt heads a lot. And I figured out why. All the time, it's every day. But I figured out why. It's because we're so much alike. We're so much alike that all you want is the best for me. You can rest assured that all those times that you thought I wasn't listening, when you go off on a rant, and you think I'm not listening, and you walk away saying, oh, you didn't listen to a word I said, every single thing that you said stuck. And that's why I am here today. You've always supported me. You supported me in everything I've done, from soccer tournaments to across the country to opening the eyeglass store and letting me take over there. I'm happy that you were there for me. I'm happy you guys are here for me today. I love you both. Thank you very much for this helping me through this one.
Yeah. Started, Angela. Slow clap.
Oh, I got a great thing for Dan.
Just gave him the bag, but I didn't want to.
Just in case anybody's confused about who you are and what your role is in this letter, let's show everybody what Dan is the best man.
Oh, the best man patch. That's awesome.
And there's another thing for this. But thank you guys. Please drink, eat, be happy, and see you all tomorrow. Thank you. guys are at all interested, Tom, I've got some really, really nice cigars. They are great. The Godfather would like one. They are Monte Cristos.
We just ran out.
So if you guys at any point, if you'd like, we'll pass them around. Thank you, Tom.
Mike, you
Do
want
it now or you want to do it after dinner or what? We'll do it now or after dinner?